The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cardinals will put total leather and we'll get started. And he hauls it in and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, with the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he...
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They're going to ride this running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to throw, it's Poole. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. It's options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback keeper. He has the first and still on his feet. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Canes will snap it on first and 10. They'll go to the ground. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And he just does enough to... It wasn't pretty. It's not going to look great on the stat sheet. I know he ran a very long way to go get that 1 or 2 yards to move the sticks, but at the end of the day, awesome individual effort to keep this drive going.
The Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. On the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, K.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Got the quick pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to run for it. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
On 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes his connection. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play. And it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
But watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, looking to throw. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside the 10, here he comes. Bust through behind his pad. He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls it in. It's Harvey. Open space at the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Canes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Back to pass, it's cool. Pocket starts to collapse. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on third down? He'll ride his man on the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to the Red Hawks of Miami. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. It's Coates. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Trying to get to it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for a man. It's Poole. Quick strike complete. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Hey, man, you want to make a statement defensively, make hits like that. You're going to start having these receivers think twice about running these routes. This defense came to play, and they are laying the wood.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll try to do it himself. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires it down the seam. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Cardinals in the hurry up. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, you felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He makes the connection. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going with the ground game left. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Little touch pass to the receiver. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. With the catch, it's Gentry. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Snap it to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Touchdown Cardinals! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. They're working on 2nd and 5 from the 25. Back to the ground game on the left. He's loose at the 15. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
The option look. He'll toss it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The pull and throw off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice block. But with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Poole. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass is intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the...